You ready or what? That is the last of the driving footage for Khaki for a little while. I need to pull this distributor off and get it back to Junior. So, I mean, at least now we know the things that we need to work on, man. I want to basically replace the entire fuel system. I mean, we talked about this in the last video, but coil on plug, the entire fuel system, basically everything. But anyhow, Braven's trying to get the DA running right now, so switching gears over to that. So you think it's gonna start right now?
I think so.
Braven needs to rewire his push to start setup, so for now we're just gonna jump the starter, but he thinks it's ready to start right now, so that's exciting. Nope, he didn't like it. As soon as you go to jump it, this thing turns off. Hang on, Braven's preaching. Say it again.
This is a normal day around here.
Yeah.
It's constantly
every day.
like this, every single day.
Nothing goes right. Nothing.
No. You have one plan, you're like, oh, it's so simple. Or 1 + 1 = 2. No, 1 + 1 = 15 somehow around here. I don't know.
Yeah. What the hell? You want to know what else? Just to add on to all of it? The Wi-Fi ain't working.
Bro.
It's open hood garage around this bitch. Just gotta go open up the hood on the CRV. All right, well, got the car up and running, bro. So the DA is now running. We are going through and trying to troubleshoot and fix little problems and issues that it has, just like we're doing with Khaki. Of course, the freaking battery was dead. We pulled the battery that was in it out, and we have it in there trying to charge. Pretty sure that battery is bad because it's making some crackling noises.
Yes, bubbling.
Yeah, it's like puking water out all over the place, but there's like a trend going on here. Braven snatched the battery out of his CRV like I snatched the battery out of mine. Dude, we need a battery sponsor, bro, for real. I swear I could spend an entire check on batteries just for all the vehicles around here.
Oh yeah, no, batteries are so expensive.
Dude, since I put a new battery in the Suburban, that thing's been amazing, bro. I actually coughed up the money and bought the $300 battery.
Yeah.
Anyhow, Braven's running to gonna go run around and go find some stuff that he needs for this because he needs some wiring. Going to actually run a new wire from the alternator to the battery because we just went over this whole thing with a multimeter, and with it running we have 12 volts at the battery, which we should have 13.5 to 14 with it running. There is 15 volts coming out of the alternator. We didn't check the alternator after, but we hooked the jumper cable from the power wire over to the battery, and then the battery was reading at about 13.5 where it should be. So right now there's no signal getting from the alternator over to the battery to keep it charged. So he's gonna go grab some new wire and just run a completely new wire. Screw it. I mean, we'd have to tear the entire harness apart to figure out where the break is in this, and it's not getting any continuity, so we checked that as well, and so somewhere along the lines it's not making its way to the fuse box. Anyhow, while he's out getting parts, I have some fabrication I need to do over here on this side of the car. We're gonna get this wheel pulled off and I'll show you. All right, so this radius arm off of the driver's side of the vehicle actually comes in contact with the crank pulley. We tried to clearance this quite some time ago, just kind of grinded the absolute shit out of it, took a bunch of meat out of it, but this is not nearly enough. At static ride height, it clears, but as soon as you like come up the driveway, go over a speed bump, or hit a bump in the road or something, the suspension actually travels enough to where this still hits the crank pulley. So it's most certainly going to require some fabrication to make some room. Either that or, you know, the engine's just too big for the Integra. We're gonna have to take it out. Screw it, put an LS back in it. I got the arm just kind of loosely bolted back up in there, and I set the weight of the car down on this block of wood so we can get an actual representation of how close this thing is whenever it's actually sitting on the ground, bro. And as you can see, that's pretty damn close. So yeah, anytime, like I said, he goes over a bump or a speed bump or anything that actually makes the suspension flex, that comes in contact with the crank pulley. So we definitely need to make ourselves some more clearance. So I've got a mark here, these green marks, and that is where it is we're going to be cutting. So what I have here is a piece of 4-inch, 1/4 of an inch thick steel. Our bar is also made out of steel, so there you go. They're compatible, bro. We can weld these guys together. So that is the overall shape, what it is we're going for. So where these green marks are at, we're just going to go ahead and cut this bar. And then this will be the section that we re-weld back in. The idea is also I'm going to notch it right here a little bit so that it'll overlap and go on the top and the bottom of this actual bar itself. But then once we cut it here, I've got to notch this thickness inside of the bar. So then basically this will be notched for this to slide into it, and then this will have a notch on the end that'll actually overlap onto the top and the bottom of the bar. So I don't know if I'm explaining that very well. I need to get this cut out and then I'll just demonstrate it. Before we get to cutting that thing out, Braven's back from the store and got a new power wire made to run from this alternator over to the battery. Well, actually you're running this from the alternator to the fuse box, right? Yeah, to the fuse box. So now it's just temporarily just routed right here. So it's looping around and it's going straight in there to the fuse box. So now what we're looking for, I should clarify again, I think I mentioned this already, but before, with the car running, you put the multimeter on the battery and it showed 12 volts. If you put it to the alternator, the output on it, it was showing 15 volts. So, which tells me the alternator is working. It wants to charge something, but it wasn't connected to the battery. The battery should be reading around 14-ish, 13, 5, 14. And I'm thinking the only reason why we're seeing 15 volts out of this is because it had nothing taking the current, the draw, you know what I'm saying? So with this wire, we are hoping that with the car running, we're gonna see somewhere between 13.5 and 14 on the battery, and hopefully it'll bring the voltage of the output of this down to 14 something. 14.4, there it is.
There it is.
Hell yeah, let's see if it dropped the output of the alternator down to 14. 14.6.
Nice.
Hell yeah, that's what we're looking for. Nice. Now you're charging.
Yeah, I'm gonna test the fuse box inside as well. Just make sure.
Oh, okay. What's going on the fuel pump?
Fuel pump has 14.5.
14.5, nice. That's what we're looking for. Hell friggin' yeah. One wire fixed it all.
Now we're just gonna tuck the wire and we'll be good to go.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and pop some relief holes in these corners right here. So there's the basic shape. I didn't cut this bottom portion off because honestly, I kind of thinking I'm gonna go ahead and get further through the process. We'll get this cut, start notching stuff, maybe get it welded up and test fit it before I decide whether or not I really want to take that bottom section off, because it does make it a lot thinner. I'm worried about strength, you know what I mean? So I don't know why, because this doesn't support any kind of weight. It just has to stop it from going forward and back. I mean, this is thick, bro. This is some thick ass freaking solid steel. So I don't know, we'll figure it out. But for the time being, I'm just gonna go ahead and not cut that. We'll do it later. But now I need to go and chop this thing. Thinking about maybe just matching the angle with this chop. Alright, so I kind of got this thing marked as far as the angle. You can kind of see it right there. It's really faint because my Sharpie was kind of dead. So, anyhow, I'm going to try to... That's a pretty serious angle, ain't it? Sheesh. Well, the saw will do it. Alright, that did a pretty damn good job, bro. But I want you to notice how thick the wall is of this tubing that Max Speeding Rods use. Holy crap. That stuff is serious, bro. So that's my basic idea. So I have a notch out of this piece, and then I'm also taking a notch out of the tube itself. So whenever they slide together, they're actually kind of like interlocking with each other, you know what I mean? So I need to notch this until that angle reaches the angle of our bar here. And then still need to do the other side. So I'm gonna get the other side caught up to this side, get it all cleaned up, and then I'll pick the camera back up. Bam, boy, there it is. That is fully compressed right there. I mean, obviously if we go over bumps or anything, it's gonna make this arm, it kind of flexes up higher, you know what I'm saying, whenever you're going over bumps, potholes, speed bumps, whatever, driveways. But yeah, dude, I think we have plenty enough room now. I went ahead and I didn't cut this off yet, like I mentioned earlier, but I think I'm going to go ahead because that is actually hanging lower than the oil pan right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop that, and then we'll be slightly above the oil pan, which I think will be perfect. But yeah, dude, that's actually pretty damn dead on where we need it. So, and that's with the car support, well, with the suspension supported on a block. So that's basically static ride height right there.
What's up, guys? Well, my dad's over here working on what he's doing over here. He's almost done. Almost done.
Ain't shit. That's all I'm on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, plug. You need to, you know, get yours. Yeah, go get you guys some shirts while you can.
The OG shirt or any of the new designs, in which I only have one of each. That's why you don't see me wearing them a lot, because I don't want to burn them all up. I have 100 of these. That's why I wear them every day.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Well, at the moment, I'm currently about ready to start mocking up this exhaust. Dustin, the buddy that I work with, the dude that had that black Integra on the side of the house, well, he ended up parting out that black Integra, and when he did, it had a full exhaust on it, a full bolt-on exhaust. So he ended up giving it to me, and I was like, you know what, screw it. So I don't have to waste time to go get this, the exhaust that I have welded up on it. I'm just gonna use this piping. So this is stainless steel piping. It goes all the way back. It's not the cleanest, but honestly, for now, it's gonna work. More than anything, I'm just excited to be able to finally put an exhaust on the car to see how the engine sounds without, like, really, you know, like just straight header, because you can't really hear the tone of the engine like that whenever it's just straight header. So I'm gonna go down here, mock this up right now, and then keep you guys updated on how it comes out.
I've got this thing ready to weld, and what it is I did here is I went in and I drilled some holes into the end so that I can also plug weld this thing. So I've got this clamped up here to where it's got this piece of angle iron on top, and I'm using that basically to make sure that this side of the bar is straight with this side. So as long as I'm holding this up and it's flush on that piece of angle iron on each side, then I know they're straight with one another. And then I also drilled the holes on all 4 sides, so now I can go ahead and fill those things all the way up with weld, man. So that's what I'm gonna do first, is go ahead and plug weld all 4 sides, and then I'll go ahead and put a bead all the way around the entire thing. Oh, blew the breaker. Ow, bitch.
The potty dance over here. Alright, I just want to give you guys a little bit of an update on the exhaust. As you guys see here, it comes out the back here. These attachments and stuff are all temporary for now. Honestly, don't really plan on keeping this one on the car, but it's okay for mock-up stages. It's there for sure. So I'll show you guys. The piping comes back, goes over the control arm, rounds and edges, and goes all the way up to the front. This right here is the actual flange, and then I had my dad had a test pipe laying around that comes with attachments and stuff, so you could build a test pipe for your car. Well, here's the flange piece that's bolted on. And this piece here is the other piece we're going to be using, so it slides into this. It slides in here, and then what we have to do is cut off this flange. We're going to cut this flange off. We're going to put this one in there, and we're going to have to put some slits in it, and then clamp it around this pipe, weld it together and everything, and then weld this piece to this piece here, and then basically we'll be done. But the rest of the exhaust is up. I have hangers that I'm going to end up welding 2 hangers with the boots here. But just for now, this wire is here temporarily. It does cool up some more, but yeah. So right now I'm gonna go ahead, cut off this flange, and then get this basically mocked up and ready for weld, so my dad can just come down here and weld it up, and then we'll be good to go. So remove the bottom half of the exhaust because it's a 2-piece header. So basically the piping that we do have, we need to basically reduce it. So right now my dad's in the backyard, we're about to cut it. Yes, sir.
Don't ever use the saw that way.
It was
extremely dangerous.
It was a pretty sketchy experience at the moment, but
sketchy as hell. You don't know if your hand is gonna make it out or not. Keep going until the pipe touches. So see how it's close here?
Yeah.
So you just keep going around in a circle, tapping it until they all close. Alrighty. And then we'll check it, and if that's still not tight enough, then we'll have to make a couple more cuts.
Alrighty.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely.
So then once you get it to fit on there, then we have it nice and tight on the header. So once we close this up, you know what I mean, we'll be able to weld it here, then we just run a weld up these slices to close it all up.
Sick.
Since we don't have a fancy little pipe spreader or shrinker, you know?
Yeah. Alrighty, well, I'll let you guys know whenever that's done. Alright, so we currently have the exhaust all mocked up and ready for welds and stuff. So I have that wood there holding it up so that the pipe is 100% straight. So as you see here, that's the test pipe there. Well,
it's not a test pipe.
It's not really a test pipe because you can't really unbolt the pieces, but that's the extension there for the header. Up the brass tack, but right
think it'll hold long enough to get it up on the bench.
Yeah, that's all that matters. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it off now, and then we'll be able to throw some welds all the way around it, and then bolt it back up. Looking pretty good.
Like one of those fishermen. I caught the big fish.
Jesus.
See? Thing's burning out hot, bro.
It looks pretty hot.
So, like, you guys know I'm like OCD, and like, I feel like I'm to a point to where like my welds are, like, I don't know, I'm getting better, but it's not perfect, and I wanted this thing to look good, and I just decided, I was like, screw it. I kind of stacked welds and built it up to a point to where I could just grind it and just make the thing look like it's all one piece. But yeah, I don't know, I think it came out pretty good.
I think it looks pretty sick.
It's hot as hell. We're gonna put primer on it right now.
Sick. So hot that the primer will instantly dry.
Yeah. Dude, look at the trees right now, bro.
Beautiful.
The trees like look nice right now.
Gorgeous. Cut them down.
Every time I come walking out here, like I can see that they've grown quite a bit. Oh, baby. You want it black or what?
Yeah, we can do black. However.
Screw it. Very nice, very nice. I'll buy. How much?
$5.
So I'm dead ass. If you were to just order the one that they make, how much are they?
$58.
$58. I think I have like 10 hours on this.
Yeah. Well, it's because the one that they sell is for the stock, so it has like a skinny.
Oh, it doesn't have.
Yeah, it doesn't have that. So it wasn't really an option for us, or else I would have just got that one.
Yeah.
But this one, this one's pretty sick. So.
I mean, it's gonna work.
No, it's gonna work. That's all that matters.
All right.
All right. Let's let it dry. Let's go hear that exhaust.
No.
No.
Going to bed.
Me too.
Straight to the shower and straight to bed. All right, we went ahead and sent it and got this damn bar bolted on here. So there it is in all of its glory. It got a little scratched up. Don't mind that. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Braven got his bumper on. We're gonna go ahead and throw the wheel on now and set it down and see what this damn exhaust sounds like, huh? Yeah. Haven't heard this car with an exhaust ever. Ever. Oh my god, I have a dirt mustache. Huh?
I've had a few of those today.
Jesus, I can't wait to shower, dude. This has been a day. I'm a hustler, homie. All right, put your wheel on. Oh, baby, room for days, man. That thing ain't nowhere near it now. That's what's up.
Before it was literally resting on it, sitting like this. Oh.
No, it was like a quarter of an inch away from it, but
right.
yeah.
But it was like, you know, it's close.
Yeah, you could literally come over here and do this with the car, just bounce, and it would whack it. It'd go whack, whack, whack. All right, here we go.
First start with an exhaust.
Yep.
Bro, this better sound so good. I already know.
You think so? I mean, it's a decent exhaust.
Yeah, no, it's decent.
A lot of shit blew out. A lot of shit blew out. Yeah. Damn, bro. Freaking quiet.
I mean,
got a nice quiet idle.
It's not more like whenever you like floor it.
Yeah.
And you gas it, but shoot. I mean, it's better than what it was.
You can see all the shit blowing out.
I'm pretty dirty too. Hey, it sounds a lot better than it did.
Yeah.
This is the exhaust that I have, the other stuff that factory gave us. We can just add it into it.
You should go back there by the truck and see what it sounds like.
I got you. I mean, it sounds like a fart can to me.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Like I said.
Throw a muffler in there. I mean,
Well,
it's got the fart can on there, but you could always put like a muffler in between, or a resonator.
I have one.
Oh yeah, from factory.
Yeah, which that middle piece of the metal, you know how that long one I said we could unbolt? We could take that out, cut it open, and just put it in that one.
Yeah, give it like a deeper tone.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound terrible though. I'm interested to see what it sounds like under a load.
Like under driving and stuff?
Yeah. I mean, it sounded really good straight header.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like it definitely has a different sound, bro,
Yeah,
than any other Honda.
No,
Any other Honda engine. Like, this thing sounds
This new
freaking sick.
to induction noise of it,
Yeah.
like the way that it goes like shh, and you can hear it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get the freaking, I want to do a 3-inch pipe, so a freaking velocity stack.
Where are you gonna put a velocity stack? Oh, yeah.
Right here. So, I'm not gonna put it off the bumper.
Why not? Just cut it up. Just cut a hole and.
No, you know how rare this bumper is, bro?
How rare?
You know how long it takes to find a bumper like this?
Yeah, bro.
Well, bro,
I
it
know.
was literally in such crappy condition when we got it. We had to fix it.
Believe me, I know. I remember. I remember your quarter panel too. Anyhow, guys, I think it's fair to say, or safe to say, that the DA is probably a lot closer to being streetable than khaki is right now. So just to give you guys an update on khaki, I have been talking with a company, in which I will cover in the future, but we are going to be going coil on plug, and a company is joining us to help me get that established, man. So I'm definitely excited about that. We're most certainly going to be continuing to do, I'm sorry, dude, I am tired, man. I've been going all freaking day long, but we are definitely going to be continuing on khaki and on creamy. Our goal is to get both of these cars like drivable to the point to where they can be dailyable. You know what I'm saying? We want to get them together and be able to take them out finally.
No. We want to get them together so I can gap him, bro. He's getting these taillights, bro.
Yeah.
You don't even know. You don't know. He's getting these taillights. I swear. Hold up. Hold up, guys. I'm skinning it. You're getting gapped. Motor to motor.
Know what that means?
Motor to motor. Motor to motor. No nitrous. No
Motor to
nitrous.
motor.
Motor to motor. You're getting gapped.
We can go motor to motor.
We go motor to motor right now.
We actually can, motherfucker.
You really think
You're probably ain't gonna make it with your fucked up ass alignment and shit. Your car don't even drive a straight line.
They probably don't.
Bro, your car probably has like 600 pounds on mine.
Probably more than that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, probably.
This thing is
Yeah.
but it's okay.
That and the lack of driver mod.
Bro,
You're getting
I
smoked.
drive stick shift every day.
You're getting
I
smoked.
drive stick shift every day.
You're getting smoked.
Every day.
Yeah, I know. I've experienced driving with you. It gives you motion sickness. Every shift, bro.
Bro, it's all the horsepower.
Every shift. It doesn't even have like an aggressive clutch, but every shift is like, oh.
Dude, he doesn't know how much power is underneath the Colorado hood. That's what he doesn't know.
Yeah. All right. That's pretty much it for today, man. Once again, today I had planned on putting a steering column in my Blazer, and it just didn't end up happening. So one day we'll get to it. Peace. Oh, and don't forget, man, we have like about 2 weeks left for the giveaway, man. So don't forget, grab yourself some merch. I think that the new shirt designs are freaking dope, and they're not gonna be available forever. It's not gonna be a forever shirt like the Deadbeat script. But most certainly cop yourself one while they are available. And if you do it right now, on top of that, if you do it right now, on top of getting a dope ass shirt, you also get entered to win the Ruckus. So, peace.